What is up? What is up, YouTube? How y'all doing? Yeah. Check it out, man. I'm in the Philippines, man. I'm in my house in the Philippines. Oh, man, this vacation is going by so fast. But check it out, man. The rise and fall of R. Kelly. Oprah Music Official, man. It's coming from their channel, man. Hey, we did a deep dive on R. Kelly, man. And I learned a lot. I learned a whole lot, man. A lot of people, I just thought they caught him on a video using the bathroom on the girl, and the girl was underage. But then I started realizing he got a lot of girls that's underage. Uncle Mike's 60 years old, so is talking to somebody that's 30 years old if you're 60, is that too young, even though it's legal? To me, I think it is. To me, I think 30 years old for my age is too young. Y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, man. Let's check this bad boy out. Here we go. R. Kelly.
Welcome to the Chronicle of Pop Culture. I'm your host, Shayna Pierre. This week, we're going to explore the rise and fall of one of the world's most talented and famous artists. R. Kelly, born Robert Sylvester Kelly, became an icon in the world of R&B, known for his smooth vocals and profound musical talent. His songs dominated the charts, and his influence spanned over 3 decades.
With that little roughness on it. I mean, street rough, like the street style of it. Everybody want to be a bad boy. Why everybody want to be bad? I don't know.
From the anthemic I Believe I Can Fly to the infectious Ignition remix, Kelly's music became the soundtrack to many lives. However, beneath this veneer of artistic brilliance lay a shadowy existence filled with manipulation, abuse, and exploitation. The contrast between his public persona and his private actions is startling and disturbing. Kelly's rise to fame was meteoric, and for years, his success shielded him from scrutiny. Despite whispers and rumors surrounding his private life, his star power remained unchallenged. The public and the music industry appeared to turn a blind eye to the growing allegations of his misconduct. This duality of a beloved entertainer and a hidden predator creates a complex narrative that is as compelling as it is harrowing. The adoration and accolades he received from fans and peers alike provided a stark contrast to the disturbing stories that would later emerge. This dichotomy between his professional achievements and personal transgressions underscores the central theme of this essay: how power and fame can obscure the truth and facilitate abuse. Understanding this duality is essential to grasping the full scope of R. Kelly's rise and fall. The life of R. Kelly is a quintessential cautionary tale of how power can corrupt and how fame can be wielded as a tool of exploitation. His story unfolds as a true crime narrative, revealing the sinister underbelly of the music industry and the systemic failures that permitted his abuses to continue for decades. The essay will not only recount the rise and fall of R. Kelly, but also examine the broader implications of his actions. As the allegations against Kelly began to surface, they painted a chilling picture of a man who used his status and influence to prey on the vulnerable. These allegations were not isolated incidents, but part of a disturbing pattern of behavior that spanned his entire career. The essay will explore how Kelly's fame provided him with the means to manipulate and control his victims, exploiting their dreams of stardom for his own depraved purposes. In setting the tone for this essay, it is crucial to understand the broader context of Kelly's actions. The entertainment industry has often been criticized for its culture of silence and complicity, where powerful figures can operate with impunity. Kelly's story is a stark reminder of the consequences of this culture and the importance of holding individuals accountable regardless of their status. This essay will delve into the various phases of Kelly's career, from his early successes to the mounting allegations and eventual legal battles. By examining the duality of his life and the systemic issues that allowed his behavior to persist, we aim to shed light on the importance of justice and the need for change within the industry. The rise and fall of R. Kelly is not just a story about one man, but a reflection of the broader societal issues that allowed his crimes to go unchecked for so long.
That's a shame, man.
Robert Sylvester Kelly was born on January 8th, 1967 in the impoverished neighborhoods of the South Side of Chicago, Illinois. Growing up, Kelly faced profound hardships that shaped his formative years. He was raised by a single mother alongside his siblings, and the family struggled to make ends meet. The challenges of poverty were compounded by Kelly's struggles with literacy, a difficulty that would follow him throughout his life. Despite these obstacles, it was evident from a young age that Kelly possessed a unique talent for music, a gift that would eventually become his ticket out of poverty. Kelly's early exposure to music came from his mother, Joanne, who sang in the church choir. This environment nurtured his burgeoning interest in music and provided a sanctuary from the harsh realities of his daily life. However, Kelly's childhood was also marked by traumatic experiences. He later revealed that he was a victim of sexual abuse, incidents that would cast long shadows over his life and possibly contribute to his complex and troubled psyche. These early experiences of both hardship and musical influence would lay the foundation for Kelly's future career.
One of the things I can't understand is, if you was abused, why would you want to abuse other people, hurt other people? Because you should clearly know what it felt like and what you didn't like. And I'm assuming that now that I'm older, it's my turn to get my get back, but on other people. I don't understand that. If I'm going to get somebody back, I'm going to get the person who did it to me. I'm getting them back. I'm not going to hurt other people. Y'all got that? I hope I got that right. Here we go.
Tribute to his complex and troubled psyche. These early experiences of both hardship and musical influence would lay the foundation for Kelly's future career. Despite his educational challenges, Kelly's talent shone brightly. He attended Kenwood Academy, where he met his music teacher, Lena McLin, who recognized his exceptional abilities and nurtured his talent. McLin's mentorship played a pivotal role in Kelly's development as a musician. She encouraged him to pursue music seriously, and it was under her guidance that he began to hone his skills in singing, songwriting, and producing. This period of growth was crucial as it transformed Kelly from a talented but directionless teenager into a focused and driven young artist. Kelly's passion for music was unrelenting. He performed on street corners and in the subway, any place where he could share his voice. These performances were more than just practice. They were a lifeline, a way for Kelly to escape his circumstances and express himself. His dedication paid off when he began to gain local attention, setting the stage for the breakout that would soon come. The combination of raw talent, relentless determination, and the mentorship he received enabled Kelly to overcome his early adversities and set his sights on the music industry. In 1993, R. Kelly's ascension to stardom officially began with the release of his first solo album. The album was a commercial success, featuring the hit single Bump and Grind, which dominated the charts and established Kelly as a major force in the R&B genre. His smooth vocals, combined with his ability to craft deeply emotive and seductive lyrics, resonated with a wide audience. Not only showcased Kelly's vocal prowess, but also his skill as a songwriter and producer, setting the tone for his subsequent releases. The success of was just the beginning. Throughout the 1990s and early 2000s, Kelly's career skyrocketed. He released a series of albums that solidified his reputation as the king of R&B. Songs like I Believe I Can Fly, which earned him 3 Grammy Awards, became anthems and showcased his versatility as an artist. Ignition, Remix, and Step in the Name of Love continued to dominate the charts and became staples at parties and gatherings around the world. Kelly's ability to blend genres, infusing R&B with elements of hip-hop and soul, made his music universally appealing. Kelly's collaborations with other major artists further cemented his status in the music industry. He worked with Michael Jackson on the hit single You Are Not Alone, Celine Dion on I'm Your Angel, and numerous other artists contributing to their success while enhancing his own profile. His influence extended beyond his own recordings as he wrote and produced songs for a variety of artists, demonstrating his versatility and creative genius. These collaborations were not only commercially successful, but also critically acclaimed, earning Kelly a place among the elite in the music industry. Despite his soaring career, whispers of troubling behavior began to emerge. However, during this period of his career, these allegations were largely overshadowed by his musical achievements. Kelly's fame and the adoration of his fans provided a powerful shield against scrutiny, allowing him to continue his rise unchecked. The industry's focus on his talent and commercial success often drowned out the voices of those who questioned his actions. This period of prolific success and growing influence marked the zenith of Kelly's career, setting the stage for the darker revelations that would follow. The juxtaposition of Kelly's artistic brilliance and the emerging allegations of misconduct paints a complex portrait of a man whose talents were undeniable, but whose actions would eventually lead to his downfall. His rise to stardom was meteoric, built on a foundation of raw talent and relentless ambition, but it was also marred by an undercurrent of controversy that would soon become impossible to ignore.
Here we go.
In 1994, the first major controversy surrounding R. Kelly emerged, casting a dark shadow over his burgeoning career. At the center of this controversy was the secret marriage between Kelly and Aaliyah Dana Houghton, a rising star in the R&B scene. Aaliyah, just 15 years old at the time, had been introduced to the music industry by Kelly, who took her under his wing as her mentor and producer. Their professional relationship quickly turned personal, culminating in a secret marriage that shocked those who later learned of it. The marriage, conducted in secrecy, was only discovered when Vibe magazine obtained a copy of the marriage certificate. The document falsely listed Aaliyah's age as 18, an attempt to mask the illegal nature of their union. Kelly, then 27, had clearly crossed the line, exploiting his position of power over a vulnerable teenager. This revelation prompted a media frenzy and raised serious questions about Kelly's relationships with underage girls. The scandal was a significant early warning sign of the predatory behavior that would later define his legacy. The reaction to the marriage was swift. Aaliyah's family, upon discovering the union, moved quickly to have it annulled. The annulment was granted in February 1995, just a few months after the marriage took place. Both Kelly and Aaliyah's management teams publicly downplayed the incident, insisting that there was nothing inappropriate about their relationship. However, the damage was done. The marriage had planted seeds of doubt about Kelly's intentions and behavior that would grow over time. His musical talent and commercial success continued to overshadow the scandal, allowing him to maintain his status in the industry. For many, the marriage was seen as a lapse in judgment rather than a sign of a deeper, more troubling pattern. This lack of accountability would enable Kelly to continue his predatory behavior unchecked, with devastating consequences for many young women. The secret marriage to Aaliyah was a crucial turning point in Kelly's life. It exposed his propensity to exploit his power and influence over young, impressionable girls. Yet the public and the industry's willingness to overlook this incident highlighted a dangerous culture of complicity and silence that would allow his abuses to continue for years to come.
That's a shame.
In the wake of the revelation of R. Kelly's secret marriage to Aaliyah, the public reaction was mixed, reflecting the complexities of celebrity culture and the power dynamics at play. While some fans were shocked and dismayed by the scandal, others were willing to give Kelly the benefit of the doubt, influenced by his musical talent and public persona. The entertainment industry, too, appeared to be divided. While some insiders expressed concern privately, there was no significant public outcry or industry-wide condemnation. This period marked the beginning of a troubling trend where Kelly's fame and success seemed to provide him with a shield against serious repercussions. The music industry, enamored with his talent and the financial rewards of his success, largely turned a blind eye to the allegations. Record labels continued to invest in his career, and collaborations with major artists persisted. This response, or lack thereof, demonstrated a willingness to prioritize profits over ethical considerations, a theme that would repeat throughout Kelly's career. Despite the annulment, Aaliyah's career continued to flourish, though she rarely spoke up about her relationship with Kelly in public. For her, the scandal was a painful chapter that she sought to move past as she focused on her burgeoning career. Tragically, Aaliyah's life was cut short in 2001 when she died in a plane crash at the age of 22. Her untimely death added a layer of poignancy to her story and the brief controversial chapter involving Kelly. Meanwhile, Kelly's career seemed almost impervious to the fallout from the marriage scandal. He continued to release hit albums and singles, maintaining his status as one of R&B's leading figures. His ability to weather this storm was indicative of a broader societal issue where powerful men could often escape accountability due to their celebrity status and the adulation of their fans. This dynamic allowed Kelly to continue his predatory behavior, confident in his ability to evade serious scrutiny. The industry's response to the secret marriage to Aaliyah, or lack thereof, set a dangerous precedent. It signaled to Kelly that his actions, no matter how egregious, would not significantly impact his career. This emboldened him, enabling a pattern of abuse that would persist for years. The failure to address the early warning signs not only allowed Kelly to continue his predation, but also highlighted systemic issues within the music industry regarding the protection of young artists and accountability for powerful figures. The secret marriage to Aaliyah was more than just a scandal. It was an early indicator of R. Kelly's manipulative and abusive tendencies. The public and industry response to this incident underscored a troubling willingness to overlook clear signs of misconduct in favor of maintaining a profitable status quo. This chapter in Kelly's life is a stark reminder of the importance of vigilance and accountability, particularly when it involves vulnerable individuals and those in positions of power. As the new millennium dawned, R. Kelly's career continued to flourish, but so did the disturbing allegations against him. More women began stepping forward, sharing harrowing stories of their experiences with the singer. Many of these women were underage at the time of their encounters with Kelly, describing a pattern of coercion and manipulation. These allegations painted a chilling picture of a predator who used his fame and influence to exploit young girls, often under the guise of mentoring them in their music careers. The accounts from these young women revealed a consistent modus operandi. Kelly would lure them in with promises of fame and success, only to subject them to psychological and sexual abuse. Survivors recounted how Kelly controlled every aspect of their lives, from their movements to their communications with the outside world. These stories were eerily similar, suggesting a well-established pattern of predatory behavior. Despite the growing number of accusations, Kelly managed to evade serious legal repercussions, largely due to his formidable legal team and the reluctance of victims to come forward publicly, fearing retribution. The media began to take notice, with several investigative reports shedding light on Kelly's alleged misconduct. Journalists and activists started pushing for accountability, amplifying the voices of the survivors. However, Kelly's influence in the industry remained strong, and many of his fans continued to support him, either dismissing the allegations or blaming the victims. This divided public opinion created a challenging environment for those seeking justice, as the powerful machinery of celebrity and fandom often overshadowed the cries for accountability. Despite the mounting allegations, Kelly's record label and collaborators largely stood by him. The music industry's response was tepid at best, with many choosing to separate the artist from his actions. This reluctance to take a definitive stance against Kelly highlighted a broader issue within the industry, an unwillingness to confront and address the misconduct of powerful figures. This culture of complicity and silence allowed Kelly to continue his predatory behavior relatively unchecked, even as the evidence against him continued to grow.
Yep, you're right about that.
In 2002, the scandal surrounding R. Kelly reached a critical juncture when a videotape surfaced that allegedly showed Kelly engaging in sexual acts with an underage girl. The tape, which was anonymously sent to the Chicago Sun-Times, quickly became the focal point of a major legal case against the singer. The footage appeared to depict Kelly with a girl who was reportedly around 14 years old at the time, and the explicit nature of the content left little doubt about the severity of the allegations. The release of the tape sparked widespread outrage and led to Kelly being charged with 21 counts of child pornography.
21
The
counts.
case garnered immense media attention, turning public opinion further against Kelly. However, the legal proceedings were fraught with complications. The identity of the girl in the video was hotly contested, with the victim and her family denying that she was the person in the footage. This denial played a crucial role in the defense's strategy, casting doubt on the prosecution's ability to prove the charges beyond a reasonable doubt. As the case progressed, Kelly's defense team aggressively countered the charges, attacking the credibility of the evidence and the motivations of those who brought the tape to light. They argued that the tape could have been doctored and that Kelly was the target of a smear campaign. These tactics, combined with the reluctance of the alleged victim to testify, created significant hurdles for the prosecution. The case dragged on for years, with multiple delays and legal maneuvers that frustrated those seeking justice. Despite the serious nature of the charges, Kelly continued to maintain his innocence, and his career, while tarnished, did not come to a complete halt. He continued to release music and perform, with his loyal fan base standing by him. This period highlighted the challenges of holding powerful individuals accountable, particularly when the legal system is slow and cumbersome.
Now, I talk to a lot of people, man. When I said, "You still like R. Kelly?" You know, he in jail, and they would play his music and stuff, and they said, "Well, I like his music. I mean, I don't know about his personal life, and I don't care about that." Me personally, I feel as though if somebody is messing up and doing negative, bad things, in a personal life, you shouldn't support they business, they art, they talent. You shouldn't support the person, period. You should not support the person, period. That's what I think.
The challenges of holding powerful individuals accountable, particularly when the legal system is slow and cumbersome. The case also underscored the difficulties faced by victims of sexual abuse in coming forward and securing justice, especially when their abuser is a high-profile figure with extensive resources. After years of legal wrangling, R. Kelly's trial finally commenced in May 2008. The proceedings were highly publicized with intense media scrutiny and public interest. The prosecution's case hinged on the infamous videotape, which they argued clearly showed Kelly engaging in illegal acts with a minor. They presented expert testimony to authenticate the tape and called witnesses to support their claims. However, the prosecution faced significant challenges, primarily due to the alleged victim's refusal to testify and her family's denial of her identity in the video. The defense capitalized on these uncertainties, arguing that the girl in the tape could not be conclusively identified as underage or as the specific individual alleged. They also questioned the integrity of the evidence, suggesting that the tape could have been manipulated. The jury, faced with these conflicting narratives and the absence of direct testimony from the alleged victim, found themselves in a difficult position. Ultimately, the inability to definitively prove the identity of the girl in the video led to a critical weakness in the prosecution's case. On June 13, 2008, after less than a day of deliberation, the jury acquitted R. Kelly on all charges. The verdict was met with mixed reactions. While Kelly's supporters celebrated, many others were dismayed, viewing the acquittal as a failure of the justice system to hold a powerful predator accountable. The outcome of the trial was a significant blow to the survivors and activists who had tirelessly campaigned for justice. It also highlighted the profound influence of celebrity and wealth in legal proceedings, where high-profile defendants can often mount formidable defenses that obscure the truth. Despite his acquittal, the allegations and suspicions surrounding Kelly did not dissipate. The trial may have ended in his favor, but his public image was irrevocably tarnished. Many continued to view him as a predator who had escaped justice, and the court of public opinion remained deeply divided. The acquittal emboldened Kelly, allowing him to resume his career with a renewed sense of invulnerability, even as the stories of his alleged abuses continued to surface. The 2008 trial and its outcome were pivotal moments in the ongoing saga of R. Kelly. They underscored the complexities and challenges of prosecuting high-profile cases of sexual abuse, particularly when the victim is reluctant or unwilling to testify. The trial also reflected broader societal issues around power, fame, and accountability, serving as a stark reminder of the difficulties in securing justice for victims of abuse, especially when the abuser is a beloved public figure.
A beloved public figure.
The mid-2010s marked a significant cultural shift with the rise of the Me Too movement, a global campaign against sexual harassment and assault. This movement, which began in earnest in 2017 following high-profile allegations against Hollywood producer Harvey Weinstein, resonated deeply across various industries, including music. It galvanized survivors of sexual abuse to come forward and share their stories, demanding accountability and justice for their abusers. For R. Kelly, this movement would become a turning point as the public began to re-examine the long-standing allegations against him with renewed scrutiny. The Me Too movement created an environment where survivors felt more empowered to speak out, and their voices were more likely to be believed and amplified. The cultural shift meant that allegations against powerful figures like Kelly could no longer be easily dismissed or ignored. This new landscape of accountability and support for survivors played a crucial role in bringing Kelly's actions back into the spotlight. The movement's impact was profound as it encouraged more women to step forward with their stories, adding to the growing chorus of voices accusing Kelly of predatory behavior. Public perception of Kelly began to shift significantly during this period, where once his musical genius overshadowed the allegations, the growing awareness and support for survivors meant that his fame no longer offered the same level of protection. Media outlets, previously hesitant to delve deeply into the allegations, began to cover the stories with greater intensity and seriousness. The tide of public opinion was turning, with increasing numbers of people calling for Kelly to be held accountable for his actions. The support from the Me Too movement provided a crucial platform for Kelly's survivors. Organizations dedicated to supporting victims of sexual violence offered assistance and resources to those willing to come forward. This network of support, combined with the cultural shift towards believing and validating survivors' experiences, played a pivotal role in the eventual legal and social consequences Kelly would face. The movement not only highlighted the importance of listening to survivors, but also underscored the systemic changes needed to prevent such abuses of power in the future.
Okay.
In July 2017, BuzzFeed News published a groundbreaking investigative report that brought R. Kelly's alleged abuses into the public eye with renewed vigor. The article, authored by Jim DeRogatis, detailed shocking claims that Kelly was running what was described as a sex cult. According to the report, Kelly was accused of holding young women against their will in his homes
terrible.
in Chicago and Atlanta, where he controlled every aspect of their lives. The women were reportedly subjected to strict rules, including what they could wear, when they could eat, and how they could communicate with the outside world. The BuzzFeed report was based on interviews with several women who had escaped from Kelly's control, as well as the concerned families of those still allegedly trapped. These families described a pattern of grooming and manipulation, where Kelly would promise to help young women with their music careers, only to isolate and exploit them. The detailed and disturbing nature of the allegations painted a clear picture of systematic abuse and coercion. The report included harrowing testimonials from survivors and their families, adding weight to the accusations and making them harder to ignore. The publication of the BuzzFeed article had an immediate and profound impact. It reignited public outrage and led to increased calls for legal action against Kelly. Protesters gathered outside his concerts, demanding justice for the survivors and calling for boycotts of his music. The report also prompted further investigations by law enforcement, who began to take the allegations more seriously in light of the detailed and corroborated accounts presented. The growing media attention put significant pressure on authorities to act. In response to the report, Kelly and his legal team vehemently denied the allegations, dismissing them as part of a smear campaign. Despite these denials, the weight of the evidence and the credibility of the sources made it difficult for Kelly to dismiss the claims entirely. The BuzzFeed report marked a turning point in the public and legal battles against Kelly, underscoring the power of investigative journalism in bringing hidden abuses to light and holding powerful individuals accountable. The BuzzFeed report was a critical piece of the puzzle in the broader effort to bring R. Kelly to justice. It provided a detailed and credible account of his alleged abuses, supporting the claims of numerous survivors. This report, combined with the momentum of the Me Too movement, created an environment where Kelly could no longer evade scrutiny and accountability. Section 3, Surviving R. Kelly, Voices of the Victims. In January 2019, Lifetime premiered the docuseries, a 6-part documentary that would prove to be a watershed moment in the efforts to hold R. Kelly accountable. The series featured testimonies from numerous survivors who bravely shared their stories of abuse at the hands of the singer. These testimonies were raw, emotional, and deeply impactful, offering the public a harrowing glimpse into the experiences of those who've been victimized by Kelly. The documentary provided a platform for these survivors to be heard, amplifying their voices in a way that had never been done before. The impact of was immediate and far-reaching. The documentary was watched by millions, sparking widespread outrage and leading to renewed calls for justice. It brought the allegations against Kelly into sharp focus, making it impossible for the public and the authorities to ignore the extent of his abuses. The survivors' stories were powerful and persuasive, shedding light on
That's that lawyer. Hey, y'all.
authorities to ignore the extent of his abuses.
That's the same lawyer. That lawyer right there, the one in the middle. She is representing a female for Diddy's case that I'm trying to stay up with. Here we go, y'all. I just wanted to let y'all know that.
Survivors' stories were powerful and persuasive, shedding light on the psychological and emotional manipulation Kelly employed to control his victims. Their courage in speaking out resonated with viewers and galvanized support for the ongoing legal efforts against him. The documentary also highlighted the systemic failures that had allowed Kelly's behavior to continue unchecked for so long. It exposed the complicity of those around him, including his entourage, who enabled his actions, and an industry that turned a blind eye to his misconduct. This broader context underscored the need for systemic change to prevent similar abuses in the future. The series prompted introspection within the music industry and beyond, leading to discussions about the responsibilities of those in positions of power and the importance of protecting vulnerable individuals. Following the release of Chilwa, there was a significant shift in how the allegations were handled legally. Law enforcement agencies in multiple jurisdictions opened new investigations into Kelly's activities. The documentary provided crucial evidence and testimonies that supported these investigations, leading to charges being filed against Kelly. The public pressure generated by the documentary also played a key role in ensuring that these legal efforts were pursued with the seriousness and urgency they warranted. Was more than just a documentary, it was a catalyst for change. It validated the experiences of the survivors and played a crucial role in bringing about legal action against one of the music industry's most powerful figures. The bravery of the survivors in sharing their stories not only helped to bring Kelly to justice, but also inspired others to speak out against their abusers. The series demonstrated the power of media in effecting social change and underscored the importance of giving voice to those who have been silenced. Section 1, The Arrest, A Turning Point. In February 2019, the walls finally began to close in on R. Kelly. Following the renewed public outcry and intensified scrutiny generated by the docuseries, authorities took decisive action. Kelly was arrested in Chicago on 10 counts of aggravated criminal sexual abuse. The charges were based on allegations from 4 women, 3 of whom were minors at the time of the alleged incidents. These charges marked the beginning of a significant legal offensive against Kelly, one that would eventually lead to his downfall. Kelly's arrest was a watershed moment, not only for the victims who had long sought justice, but also for the public who watched as the once celebrated artist was finally held accountable. The arrest reinvigorated the conversation about accountability and the importance of believing survivors. It signified a shift in how society viewed powerful figures accused of sexual misconduct, demonstrating that fame and influence would no longer serve as an impenetrable shield. The media coverage was extensive, with images of a handcuffed Kelly making headlines worldwide. Following his initial arrest, Kelly faced additional legal challenges. In July 2019, he was arrested again, this time on federal charges, including child pornography, sex trafficking, and racketeering. The federal indictment alleged that Kelly had led a criminal enterprise for 2 decades, recruiting young women and underage girls for illegal sexual activities. The indictment provided a comprehensive look at Kelly's systematic exploitation of his victims, detailing how he used his fame and resources to manipulate and control those around him. These federal charges were a substantial escalation in the legal battle against Kelly, reflecting the severity and scale of his alleged crimes. The involvement of the federal justice system underscored the commitment to thoroughly investigating and prosecuting Kelly's actions. Victims and advocates hailed these developments as long overdue steps towards justice, while Kelly's legal team continued to vehemently deny all allegations, labeling them as fabrications and part of a conspiracy against him. The series of arrests marked a critical turning point in the decades-long struggle to hold R. Kelly accountable. They were a testament to the power of survivor advocacy and the impact of sustained media attention. The legal proceedings that followed would be complex and challenging, but they were driven by a renewed commitment to justice, ensuring that Kelly could no longer evade the consequences of his actions. Section 2, the conviction justice finally served. The legal saga of R. Kelly reached a climactic point in August 2021 when his criminal trial began in New York. The trial was a culmination of years of investigative work, survivor testimonies, and public advocacy. Prosecutors presented a damning case detailing a pattern of abuse, manipulation, and control that spanned decades. They called numerous survivors to the stand, each recounting their harrowing experience with the singer. These testimonies were compelling, painting a vivid picture of the psychological and physical torment Kelly inflicted on his victims. The prosecution strategy was to demonstrate that Kelly's actions were not isolated incidents, but part of a calculated and deliberate pattern of predatory behavior. They highlighted how Kelly used his fame to lure young women and girls, promising to help them with their music careers, only to trap them in a cycle of abuse. The evidence presented included graphic testimonies, corroborative witnesses, and extensive documentation of Kelly's interactions with his victims. The prosecution's case was bolstered by the courageous testimonies of those who had suffered at Kelly's hands, their voices finally being heard in a court of law. On September 27, 2021, the jury found R. Kelly guilty on all 9 counts, including racketeering and sex trafficking. The conviction was a monumental moment, representing the culmination of years of effort by survivors, advocates, and law enforcement to bring Kelly to justice. The verdict was met with widespread relief and validation from those who had long championed the cause of his victims. It marked a significant victory in the fight against sexual abuse and exploitation, showing that even the most powerful individuals could be held accountable for their crimes. In June 2022, R. Kelly was sentenced to 30 years in prison. The sentencing was a powerful statement reflecting the gravity of his crimes and the profound impact they had on his victims. The judge's decision underscored the message that such egregious abuses of power and trust would not be tolerated. For many of Kelly's victims, the sentence provided a sense of closure and justice, though the scars of their experiences would remain. The conviction of R. Kelly was a pivotal moment in the broader movement to address and prevent sexual abuse, particularly within industries where power imbalances are rife. It highlighted the importance of survivor testimonies and the need for systemic change to protect vulnerable individuals. Kelly's downfall serves as a stark reminder of the necessity for vigilance and accountability, ensuring that predators are brought to justice regardless of their status or influence. The fall of R. Kelly, from a celebrated music icon to a convicted criminal, illustrates the profound impact of sustained advocacy, journalistic integrity, and legal perseverance. It is a testament to the resilience and bravery of the survivors who refuse to be silenced, ultimately leading to a significant victory for justice and a powerful message to society at large. Section 1, Reflections on the Legacy of R. Kelly and the Path Forward. The rise and fall of R. Kelly is a narrative that transcends the individual and speaks to the broader issues within society. Kelly's journey from a celebrated musical prodigy to a convicted criminal highlights the dangerous intersections of power, fame, and exploitation. His story serves as a stark reminder of how systemic failures and cultural complicity can enable egregious abuses to persist unchecked for decades. The eventual accountability Kelly faced illustrates the power of survivor advocacy and the importance of persistent investigative journalism in uncovering the truth. Kelly's legacy is now irrevocably tainted by his actions. Once revered as the king of R&B, his music is now overshadowed by the crimes he committed. The survivor stories have redefined how we perceive his contributions to the music industry, shifting the narrative from one of admiration to one of caution and reflection. Their bravery in coming forward has not only led to justice for themselves, but has also empowered others to speak out against their abusers, fostering a culture that increasingly supports and believes survivors. The fall of R. Kelly has also prompted critical conversations within the music industry and beyond. It has exposed the culture of silence and complicity that often protects powerful figures at the expense of vulnerable individuals. This case has underscored the urgent need for systemic reforms to ensure that such abuses are swiftly addressed and prevented. From implementing better protections for young artists to fostering environments where survivors feel safe to report misconduct, these lessons are crucial steps toward a more just and accountable industry. Moving forward, the impact of Kelly's conviction reverberates through the lives of his victims in the public consciousness. It serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of unchecked power and the importance of vigilance in safeguarding vulnerable populations. The resilience and courage of the survivors highlight the possibility of justice, even against seemingly insurmountable odds. Their stories have not only brought down a predator, but have also paved the way for greater awareness and action against sexual abuse and exploitation. The rise and fall of R. Kelly is a true crime story that chronicles the dark reality behind fame and the long road to justice. It is a testament to the power of truth and the strength of those who dare to speak it. As society continues to grapple with issues of abuse and accountability, Kelly's story stands as a powerful reminder of the importance of listening to survivors and ensuring that justice prevails, no matter how powerful the perpetrator may be.
I think R. Kelly is where he's supposed to be. Anytime you actually take somebody's freedom away, that's not cool. Do unto others as you want them to do unto you, and don't hurt other people. Help other people. Peace out.